If you've been doing breathwork for anxiety and noticed it's stopped working or works less than it used to, there's a reason. And there's a different exercise that addresses what breath alone can't reach. Breath travels to the vagus through your lungs. But the vagus also runs through a specific bottleneck in your skull, and when that bottleneck is tight, no amount of breathing fully gets through. What I want to give you in this video is the 60-second exercise that opens that bottleneck, what's actually happening anatomically, why it works in places where breathwork plateaus, and the exact step-by-step so you can do it the first time without needing a video to follow. Before I walk you through it, let me explain why it works. This will make the practice make sense. Your vagus nerve doesn't run alone through the bottom of your skull. It comes out of your skull through a small opening called the jugular foramen, alongside two other cranial nerves, the glossopharyngeal and the accessory nerves. All three run through a narrow space at the base of your skull, surrounded by muscles that connect your head to your spine. The most important muscles for our purposes are called the suboccipital muscles, small, deep muscles at the base of the skull that you can probably feel right now if you press a finger into the soft area just under the bony ridge at the back of your head. These muscles are constantly active in modern life. They're working every time you look at a screen, hold your head over a phone, drive, sit at a desk. They tend to live in chronic mild contraction, especially in people who do desk work or carry tension. When suboccipital muscles are tight, they can compress the area where the vagus nerve emerges. The result is chronic poor vagal tone. The parasympathetic system has trouble doing its job no matter how well you breathe. Loosening these muscles, even briefly, can have an outsized effect on how the whole vagal pathway functions. The exercise targets this directly. It works by combining a passive stretch with an eye movement that activates the connection between the visual system and the cranial nerves of the head and neck. It's called the basic exercise, and once you know how to do it, you have a tool you can use anywhere. Here's how to do it. The whole thing takes about a minute. You can do it sitting, lying down, or standing, though lying down is easiest the first few times. Step 1. Lie comfortably on your back, knees bent, feet flat. This is the canonical position for the exercise. You can do it sitting if needed, but lying down is the best way to learn it. Step 2. Interlace your fingers and place your hands behind the back of your head, specifically cradling the skull, not the neck. The weight of your head rests in your interwoven fingers. You should feel the hardness of your skull against your fingers and the bones of your fingers against the back of your head. If a stiff shoulder makes it hard to bring both hands up, one hand cradling the back of the head is fine. Step 3. Keep your head still. Now move only your eyes, slowly, to the right, as far as feels comfortable without forcing. Don't turn your head, just move your eyes. Step 4. Hold the eye position. Just keep looking right, don't strain. Step 5. Wait. Within somewhere between 15 and 60 seconds, you'll likely notice one of three things: a swallow, a yawn, or a sigh. These are the canonical signs that your autonomic nervous system has shifted toward the relaxation side. You may also feel a small softening through your jaw, chest, or breath. Step 6. When that happens, return your eyes to center. Leave your hands in place. Rest for a few breaths. Step 7. Now move your eyes, slowly, to the left. Same instruction. Hold the position until you notice a swallow, a yawn, or a sigh. Step 8. Take your hands away. Sit up or stand up slowly. A small note: if you feel a little dizzy when you stand up, that's because your blood pressure dropped while you were lying down. It usually settles within a minute. So move slowly the first few times. That's the whole exercise. What's actually happening? Your interlaced hands are providing a small amount of weight that gently traction stretches the suboccipital muscles. The slow eye movement engages the cranial nerves that share neural pathways with the vagus, and the sustained position lets the system find its way to a small downshift. The swallow or sigh is the parasympathetic signal completing. You'll know the exercise has worked when you stand up. You'll often feel slightly more grounded, slightly more present, slightly clearer in your eyes and your jaw. A few notes on troubleshooting. If you don't feel anything, that's okay. Some people need to do this multiple times before the system responds. The first few times, your body may be unfamiliar with the cue. By the third or fourth try, the response usually arrives reliably. If your eyes can't move that far without strain, don't push them. The position should be comfortable. The mechanism is in the sustained gentle holding, not in extreme range. If this aggravates a neck issue, stop. The exercise should never produce pain. If you have any cervical spine concerns, please check with a clinician before doing this regularly. If you do this and feel worse, more anxious, more activated, pause and try a different practice. Sometimes the exercise releases held tension and what's underneath surfaces. For most people, this is mild and passes. If it's intense, the orienting practice from episode 8 is a gentler alternative. When to use this? The basic exercise is good as a daily practice, once or twice a day for general nervous system maintenance. It's also useful as a reset before things that activate you, before a difficult conversation, before bed, before a meeting. Some people use it after, to mark a shift between work and not work. The practice doesn't require you to be calm to do it. You can do it activated and let it settle you. That's its job, so that's the move. Hands behind the head, slow eye to the right, wait for the swallow or sigh. Return. Slow eye to the left, same, stand up, notice. Thank you for watching. The exercise I just walked you through is one of the most reliable tools for widening a narrow window, the same window the previous video laid out. If you've ever scanned your body in the morning and found it already drawn down before the day starts, this is the practice to keep in your pocket for those days. The two videos together give you both halves, how to read the window and one specific 60-second move for opening it back up. Link is on the screen. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming.